Hey everyone, so we've had another productive week this week, but first, obviously last time we retrimmed the steering wheel. Retrimmed? Let's go. We've retrimmed the steering wheel.
We did a retrim.
That's probably better. We did a retrim on the steering wheel.
We didn't, that didn't sound right either.
We've retrimmed the steering wheel.
We recovered.
The steering wheel looks nice, and since that episode we've put it back in the car and it's looking super fancy and feeling great, so that's awesome. This week we tackled the dent on the back of Misty.
It was a fairly small dent, but it was a fairly deep one as well, so we did want to pop it back out.
And pop it back out we did. Roll footage.
First we tried to fix the dent using a hammer and dolly, but as we were unable to get behind the dent very well, this didn't work. So next we bought a slide hammer and tried pulling the dent out from the front.
Shit, son.
That went quick. So the plan is, bolt through slide hammer into this hole we just drilled, rather than threading it straight into the metal so that it won't just come out again. I feel like it'll work, I don't know for sure. Oh, fuck nuggets. That could have been bad. And that threads onto there.
That looks better.
Years of practice with this kind of movement. I think it is just, yeah, it's pulling out the middle, so we might have to drill a couple more holes. So, as we don't really know what we're doing, we drilled a hole in the middle of the dent and pulled it, and it's actually come out quite well, but it's left these two smaller dents either side. So now I'm going to try drilling smaller holes either side and pulling on them, and hopefully that will get something a lot smoother. We shall see. Don't stop.
What?
Don't stop. It's nearly there.
Stop it! Don't you want to do it now?
A little more. Scrub the shaft. Sorry.
Are you done? Because I'm bored.
Oh, well played.
For reals, is it done now?
Actually, yes. A little bit more, but it's pretty good.
That'll do. This isn't a real tool, is it? It's just a joke.
Look at that. The paint's flaking, we need to repaint it anyway. But
Is that enough now?
I want to do this one up here as well.
That's good with my left hand.
Don't I know?
That's alright, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's perfect. Just need to smooth them out a bit. So I reckon pushing that bar up to that high point there, just gently tap it. actually pretty much flattened it out. Oh, my back though, fucking hell. I'm getting old. I'm too much of a perfectionist. I could do this for hours.
It's done.
And yet it's looking so good.
As we would soon be welding, and I didn't really want to set Misty on fire, I removed the carpet, foam insulation, and this suspiciously stained piece of wood from the boot. I also unplugged the ECU to ensure it wouldn't get damaged while welding. Next we needed to strip all the paint down to bare metal so that we could weld up the holes that we drilled in the body panel.
So, holes are all welded up now, but please do not judge my welding. I have literally no welding experience. First time I ever used a welder was about a week ago, and since then I've just done a few tacks and run a few beads on some scrap metal. With my current skill level, I would never weld anything structural. But then, you know what they say, the difference between a bad weld and a good weld is a grinder.
In preparation for paint, I removed the rear tail light to avoid it getting any overspray. I also masked off the surrounding area. I probably went a bit overboard with the amount of masking I did, but considering Misty's age, her paint is in really good condition and I didn't want to ruin any of it.
So yeah, as you can see, it's looking a lot better. It's still a little bit concave, so next time we're going to be putting some body filler over it and then actually trying to paint it the same colour, and hopefully you'll never know it was there.
Our overall goal for this car is to get it ready for our wedding in September.
For that sort of short-term goal, we don't have to get everything fixed. For example, the gearbox is dodgy, but it's drivable. We've already driven it 150 miles, so the 30 miles to our wedding and back shouldn't be a problem. So the main things we need now for our wedding is to have it road legal, looking nice, and being nice on the inside, 'cause it's all a bit skanky inside, and in fancy clothes and wedding dresses that will not be good. Our main goals before the wedding are fix the front end up, get the new bumper on and a new wing if I can ever find one. Road legal, obviously MOT'd, new tyres, that should be fairly straightforward because its last MOT had no advisories.
And then just the interior.
Yeah, we're going to try and recover the seats like we did with the steering wheel. I've been told it's easier to do seats and steering wheels, so hopefully that should all be done. And if we can get that done by September, we should be driving Misty when we're married, and it'll be just delightful. Another thing I want to talk about is tools, because neither of us have done any kind of bodywork repair. Well, I hadn't ever done bodywork repair before.
Done a bit of body work.
So much innuendo in this episode. And so yeah,
It's not my fault, it's the tool.
It is the tool. It's a very sexual tool. The
The hammer and dolly set and the slide hammer we used were both cheap ones. They're both made by Hilka, but probably just made by a random Chinese factory. Bought them from Screwfix, about 20 quid each, and they're both really good, much to our surprise. So we'll put a link to those in the description in case you want to check them out. But yeah, thoroughly recommend them. Not tools you really need to spend a lot of money on for the DIYer. So how's the budget looking? Well, last week we'd spent £488.95, and this week we bought a can of high build primer for £9.99 and probably about £1's worth of MIG wire, gas and masking tape, bringing our new total to £499.94.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next episode.
But you know what they say, the difference between a good weld and a bad weld is a grinder.